Welcome back, guys, to another episode of The Misconception and the Opinion of the Conservative. I am Tiffany Van, and I have my lovely co-host with me, Miss Ruth Moten. How you doing today?
I am well, Tiff.
Good. Yes, you are excited today. And
Yes.
I'm happy to be back, too.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have a lot to discuss.
Yes.
Yeah. So, let's get right into it.
God. Yes.
Well, first off, let's talk about the DNC.
Yes.
The Democrat National Convention.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
The DNC, in my mind, is the do not care.
Wow.
Because, the whole hypocrisy of it all. For those of you who don't know, and it was in Chicago.
Right.
And the black people in Chicago were protesting before they even arrived because they said they did not want them to have it there.
Right.
Because they weren't taking care of their neighborhoods.
Right.
Taking care of everyone else, but not them. So since, they all heard that. Now, for people who are for open borders, and let's just take them all in, they had, a chain link fence around. They had the trash trucks, like in New York City when they dropped the ball at Times Square, they put the trash trucks so, no terrorists or anyone go driving through.
I remember you telling me about that. Well, first of all, I felt like that wasn't broadcast enough. Okay, people were outside of the convention protesting
every day.
They did not want them there
every day.
Okay, and this was in Chicago
every day.
I'm just saying.
And the same people who say that voter ID that it's a bad thing because people who look like us don't have ID. Guess what? You needed ID to get in there.
Wow, isn't that something?
The hypocrisy of it all. Shocker.
Now that's real backwards.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, they had a ton of celebrities there. You know who I was surprised to see?
Who?
I was surprised that Oprah Winfrey actually came.
Oprah.
She had a lot to say. She was dissing Trump. Right. Actually, they all were dissing Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that for a
so
second.
no policy, just diss Trump.
The whole thing was about Trump. It's like, listen, right. This is what they were spewing. And my whole thing is, why are they so... You know what it is? This is what they're trying to do.
What?
They are just trying to progress the hate against Trump.
Correct.
Okay? By fueling it.
By any means necessary.
Yes. And that's crazy.
Any means.
I mean, is it that deep? But see, but let the Republicans say anything about them. Oh my God, why did they do that? Why did they say that?
Oh, Kamala.
That's disrespectful.
Oh, because she's a woman, because she's black, because she's stupid, which she is. Well, okay, no, she may not be stupid, but...
First of all, the whole convention just gave ghetto. Well, sorry, that's just how I looked at it. It was just, it was just a... You know how they say, if you're in a circle where people are just talking about people, then you need to step off. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a part of that circle. It was just gossip and just drama. That's what I got from it. But
because the part I was trying to find something that someone sent me from Oprah. One, not only is it Oprah and Trump, all chummy.
Well, first of all, they used to be good buddies back in the day.
Exactly.
What happened?
And then he sent her a comment on her book. She wrote a book, and Trump sent her a message. He wrote it out to her and saying, giving her props and her accolades. And she was like, thank you for hearing that encouragement coming from you.
Right.
But if you think about Oprah, first time when Obama ran, she was there. Obama ran for a second term, and
she wasn't there.
No Oprah. So she's another one. She blow like whichever way to win.
Yeah, flip-floppy.
The wind blew.
Right. Well, here's my thing, because there was a lot of talk about people saying... how Donald Trump, he was born wealthy. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. And my whole thing is this, so what?
Exactly.
Okay? Because just because you were born wealthy doesn't make you, less than or better than anybody. You can't help how you're born. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can't pick your family.
Correct.
And another thing is, so what if somebody's born wealthy? Isn't that what we're trying to preach now? Generational wealth?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so what? You know, I mean, like, it's a bad thing to be born into wealth. It's not. See, the Democrats want you to be broke and poor anyway, so I'm not surprised.
So they can take care of you and keep you down
listen,
while they
guys,
get richer.
do you understand? This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with being born into wealth. That's an actual great thing.
It is.
Okay?
It is.
So, and listen, it does not mean just because you're wealthy, you're not trustworthy. There's a lot of broke, poor people that ain't trustworthy either.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
So I'm just going to leave that there on the table.
Exactly.
What are your thoughts?
But no, it's the same. I mean, no one says, you know what? No, I want my kids. I want you to
Right.
be worse off than I. I
That
want to
makes
leave
no
you
sense.
absolutely nothing so you can live on the street.
Listen, yeah, they're trying to make it seem like it's such a bad thing to have money. I don't get
Then
it.
why talk about generational wealth?
Why? Exactly.
Generational wealth. What is it?
Haters. They're just haters, you know. And listen, you
By any means necessary.
exactly. Yep, exactly.
By any means, which goes to Mr. Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of the Matrix. Mr. Smith. I think it was
Well,
that blue pill, red pill thing.
Right.
Do you want to know? Do you want the truth? Do you not want the truth?
It's ridiculous at this point. Well,
It is.
Here's the other thing, because Kamala Harris.
Yes.
I finally got her name right. And I
Was I
say
saying
it
it
wrong
wrong?
by accident.
Kamala?
They saying it's
I don't know.
Kamala.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that, but anywho.
Okay, good.
So Kamala Harris, basically, she, her sister was there, right?
Okay. What color?
Everybody went crazy. They're like, see, I told you she's black, because she's a little darker than Kamala. First of all, let me just say this.
Oh, my
Just because you
God.
have brown skin
Oh,
does
my
not mean
God.
you are black, okay?
Oh my God.
There's a lot of, I know a lot of Indians that are darker than me.
Cubans,
Okay,
Hispanics,
but they're not black.
Yes.
They're not black.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And just because you have a lighter skin tone doesn't make you white.
Yes. You know what it reminds me of too? Do you
What?
remember? Okay, and you know me, the Democratic Party, the party been around the longest of slave owners, Southern. Remember that thing about, if you have 1% black in you, then you were
Black.
yeah. Oh, but they didn't use the word black back then.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
is that what they're doing again with her?
That's what it
she has
seems
that
like.
1%. So maybe she's black. So now you want to identify as being black.
Right. But and the crazy part was every time when she came out, they had to announce her as
Oh my
the
God.
first Asian American, the first Black
Oh my
American,
God. Oh
the
my
first
God.
Jamaican American. All this. I'm like, well, damn. I mean, she's everything. You
Then
know
if
what I'm
that's the
saying?
case, then
Like,
take
come on.
Take care of America.
Hello,
then.
so you're not black. So stop it. Oh my
God.
God. They had to announce every
Wow.
nationality the girl mixed with. That right there should tell you something, okay? Come on.
Yeah, did she just get her results back
Oh.
from wherever they do the swab and
Who-
send it out
that's
to?
what it seemed
and
like.
be like, you're 67% this, that, or the other.
Right.
But
you know,
it doesn't matter. If they actually want to talk about
Right.
inclusion and everything else, does it really matter
mm-hmm.
what ethnicity she is?
Right, exactly.
Is it really that deep?
Exactly. I don't
I
get
don't know.
it. But anywho, moving forward.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about, because I almost forgot,
Uh-oh.
because we were at the rally with JD Vance.
Yes, we were.
And we were going to talk about our
Yes.
experience there. It
Yes.
was an
Yes.
exciting time.
It was.
It was a very intimate, private event.
Yes.
Basically, it was it was for press remarks. So basically,
Yes.
JD Vance was answering questions
Yes.
from the press.
Yes.
Okay. Unlike Kamala
Shocker.
Harris.
Yeah.
Unlike her,
He
she doesn't
actually
do
was
that.
like, now from the press. Yes.
Listen, he did so well.
Yes, he did.
I mean,
Yes, he did.
He be
Yes, he
on
did.
point.
Yes, he
You know what I'm
did.
saying? It ain't no stuttering with this man.
Nope.
He be ready. He be ready.
No, exactly.
And I think he's a great running mate,
Yes.
honestly, because I just feel
agree.
like he's equipped to come at what's being thrown at him. You know,
and to put America and Americans 1st.
Mhm.
And even he had an interview with, and I'm surprised because I know her, Kristen Welker.
Okay.
And Kristen, I'm really surprised because she was just like, you know how the attacks, like when Trump had the attacks with the black journalists.
Yeah.
And Kristen Welker was just, everything he said, oh, so do you agree with this? Oh, so I take it as though you do. Don't ask me a question and answer it at the same time. Which is it? Do you want me to answer it?
Or you going to answer it?
And I know her.
Mm.
And I've never seen her
Mhm.
be like that.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, listen, I'm not surprised, but But tell us, your experience, with JD Vance. He doubled back to say hi to you.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
I almost forgot about that part. That was kind of cool.
How could you?
Well, I know, but
yeah.
Because at the end, and then he was shaking hands with people
and
so
meet
forth.
and greet, yep.
And then he was walking away from where we were, and I was like, Vance,
right?
The
came
401,
back.
the 401k lady wants you, and then he stopped and he said, the 401k lady, and he came
if
back.
y'all not familiar with that, Miss Ruth went viral when Trump was here.
Oh God, yes.
And she yelled it out in the crowd.
And he heard it, and he came back to shake my hand and say hello.
Yep. That
I was
clip
like,
went
wow.
viral. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you talking about with Trump last year? Yeah.
Yeah, last year when Trump was here.
Exactly.
Yeah. We had some great times.
We did. But I went in there with an open mind. I had never heard him speak, as I said in the interview before going in.
Right.
And I listened to what he had to say. And I am down for any and everyone who we hire for a job, to do a job.
Right.
To put Americans first.
Yeah.
Those who we worked, we lived, we have fought, we have died for this country.
Yeah.
Just to be treated less than.
And that's, I'm just like.
We're sub-Americans right now. Just in case of anyone out there, if you didn't know, you are.
Right.
Unless they take care of every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
The government, that is.
Well, listen. Let's move on though, because so September 10th, the presidential debate will take place with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris.
Yes. Ironically, here in Philadelphia.
Oh, it will be in Philly? Really?
It's Independence Mall.
Oh, wow.
Yes, which I find ironically, because a lot of people, and I grew up in Philadelphia, they don't know that that's where the White House used to be, here in Philly. Independence Mall, Liberty Bell, signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Well, the Liberty Bell's still there.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
But I'm saying even Betsy Ross House.
So it was down there.
Was here.
Right. Oh, okay. I never knew that. Look.
The place where freedom rang, the Constitution, etc.
What year did they move it to D.C.?
I don't know when they moved it.
Probably wasn't born yet.
Oh, no, neither one of us was.
Oh, okay.
Because we talking Declaration of Independence sign, and that was in the 1700s. So,
okay.
Yes, but no, they're having it here.
Okay. Oh, wow. Well, listen, speaking of that, because ABC, I think it's supposed to be on ABC. There were some issues. Trump was saying, like, no, he does. He's like, he don't know if they're going to be fair or not.
They're not. I don't think they are.
Listen.
ABC is owned by Disney.
Right.
And I'm just saying, Disney, everyone goes to Disneyland,
Oh, man.
family oriented.
And people are like, oh, he's scared. He's trying to back out. No, you want to be treated fairly. The media is already biased. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if I know people are already against me, why would I want to go into their hometown or whatever?
Be a setup. I'm going to walk into the setup.
Why would I want to walk into where they congregate and everything? Like, no.
But
I'm metaphorically speaking.
Exactly.
But you understand what I'm saying. So
if it's a
that's
setup.
Crazy.
Layman's term, street term, setup. Who's walking into it if you know that's what it's going to be?
Right. And that's,
So, but that's here, September the 10th, when she finally admits to talk to someone.
Listen.
Because we don't know anything about the policy.
Here's the thing. The lady, really, she can't talk, seriously. Okay. If you guys really need to listen to her talk, because if you haven't, because here's the thing, she literally talks in circles.
She said the same thing over.
She repeats herself the same thing 10 different times, like you can't understand nothing. And if she doesn't know what to say, she'll just start stuttering, like
or laughing.
That too.
Like when they said you never been to the border, she said, I've never been to Europe either.
You know what it is?
What?
She just doesn't take it seriously.
What?
And I think that's
I've never been to
is.
Europe either.
And it's like she knows she can get up there and say whatever she wants.
Because
and they're still going to be like, because I'm Kamala. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
I'm a Democrat.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Well, let's talk about this because Plies, okay.
Who? Which one?
Right.
Plies?
His name is Plies.
Okay.
He's a rapper.
Okay. Okay.
So he's a rapper. He was saying how Kamala don't need to explain herself. First of all, yes, she do. But
What?
why does Trump always got to explain himself?
But wait a minute. Why did he say she doesn't have to explain herself?
He's a Democrat. I don't know.
And you know what? For the non-rappers of the world, those who may have been following politics even before 2020.
She doesn't have to. What you mean? So she could just run and not tell us what she plans on doing? And that's stupid.
And if you plan on doing it, you've been there 3.5 years. Why haven't you done anything?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What have you done?
Right. All this stuff she promising, they could have been working on that long time ago.
Unless that's her demographic she's going after, because when she went to the ATL, it was all about twerking, which things like that does not appeal to, I guess, what those of us who they consider to be brainwashed, or let's just say for even younger Black women. It's like, really? That? You should be... That's not my level. Right. It's like you're trying to ghettoify it, dumb it down to whatever. Yeah. And ghetto, all of that is a frame of mind. It's a mentality. It's how you think.
This is what I want to say. Why do people think that she doesn't need to explain herself?
Yes, you do. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do that you haven't done in 3.5 years? You haven't been at the border.
That's just pure ignorance.
Haven't been at the border.
Like, no, if you want me to vote for you, you gonna explain to me what you plan on doing, what your purpose is. I need to know, okay? You're not talking to no idiot.
She hasn't been to the border.
Okay, right.
What?
Trump was down there recently.
Millions of people are already here. We've already been invaded. 25 million Americans have lost their Medicaid health insurance. Why? Where did it go to? Who did it go to?
Right.
Yes, you do.
Well, we know who it's going to.
Yes.
Okay? But now they're trying to deny it. Like, we don't give them X, Y, and Z.
Lie like a rug lie.
They are. I don't get it, but
yes. Oh my gosh, the rappers again. Yeah. Maybe they twerked for him. I don't know. Maybe she twerked for him. I don't know.
I don't know. But let's move forward. Let's talk about what we got coming up.
Okay.
As far as our event.
For the live podcast, which is going to be with the United States Congresswoman candidate.
Yeah. Alfie Goodwin.
Exactly.
Yes, and I had interviewed her, so you can check that out.
Yes, and she is going to be at the VFW in Media. So we'll be broadcasting live from there. VFW Post 3460 is at 11 Hilltop Road in Media, Pennsylvania, in Delaware County.
Okay. Do they have to RSVP?
Well, then I would say reach out to Alfie Goodwin on there, so that she would know. And if they need a larger venue, they can go from there. I will warn you, I lived there for many years. It's the land where slavery lives. Sheesh.
Oh, wow.
Delaware County.
Yeah, so we will be there doing our live podcast.
Yeah, but we're not done yet, Tiffany, are we?
No.
Oh, because we got Zuckerberg.
Well, let's talk about him next. What's up with him?
When he sent to the Justice Department because he was saying that, you know what, he feels bad about it, but talking about 2020, how the Biden administration, anything pertaining to Trump or about the election or about COVID, how they were to automatically put something under it about misinformation and how not to believe it.
Wow.
I have never heard so much, and it's not just him, but from many, many, many entities, the news, etc., saying how, oh, yes, we did an interview with the president, but we had to cut this out, that out. All of the censorship, and Hunter as well. How Facebook was told, Meta was told to downplay everything about Hunter, the hookers, the coke, the gun in the the school zone, the trials, him being the ambassador to Ukraine, and Biden being a part of it. See, I remember all of this when it was happening in like 2016 or so.
Yeah.
But how every time it popped up, downplay it. Anytime someone would go to share it, no, pull it back. Don't let it go viral. Exactly.
Don't let it get views. That's what they be doing. I'm telling you. Yup. Anything, the internet, they protect the Democratic Party at all costs. They protect them. You know, so anytime you're preaching anything against them, they will monitor whatever you put out there. I'm sure everybody knows that because my stuff gets monitored left and right.
Facebook jail.
And
Here
they will limit those
views.
views. They will not allow it to get it out there.
Yes.
They will not allow you to get it out there.
Or put a disclaimer like, oh, this is misinformation and
that's
fake
wrong.
news. It is.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Freedom of speech.
And this is why I do what I do, because this is a resource where you could come that we are giving accurate news.
Yes.
Okay? Accurate. And we not downplaying nothing. It is what it is.
Yes.
Period. But, you know, anywho, I was speaking to this young man yesterday. It's a black man. And he was telling me how we were just talking about politics, period. And he said, you know what? The Republicans just make sense. I said, that's funny you said that because we are the party of common sense.
Make it make sense.
We are the party. Listen, the Democrats, you want more horses and bears outside your front door? We'll put them out there for you just so that you can vote for them. You know, they'll do anything, literally.
I know.
They don't make no sense.
I know. And it is so ironic.
And this young man's 25 years old.
Make it make sense.
And he can even see, like,
they
don't make sense.
Make it make sense.
The Republican Party is the party of common sense, period.
Make it make sense. It's for the people.
We are.
It was created for if you work and you bust your butt on a daily, then you should be able to reap the benefits of you working and not be taxed to death to the point that you can't take care of your family.
Right.
And no, you don't have to necessarily make more per hour because now her commercials, I can't because they're a lie. People shouldn't have to work 2 and 3 jobs. It's the policies that they put in place that have raised all of the prices to where they are now. We're going to be like Venezuela and everyone else soon.
Well, now she's trying to do that grocery price gauge thing.
Oh my God, to control the prices of food.
Right, the corporations will be able to.
Socialism, even the Asian Americans, those came from China and other socialist countries.
Yeah, they won't be able to raise prices just because, basically, is what she's trying to propose, but as her policy. But you know,
they want to. But and then it extends out more. So she wants to give out thousands. It's a $1.7 trillion that she want to give out to people. And I know some of you out there may be like, "Yay! When do I get mine?" You'll get yours when you get up, get off your butt out your parents' basement, and go to work. That's when you get yours.
Right.
But it's going to put us more in debt. We don't have the money.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for it.
Yes. Here's the other thing. Well, let's talk about this because I went to this meeting recently. And
the commissioner won?
Huh?
The commissioner?
Yeah, but we're going to keep we're going to keep the name under wraps because it was a
Got you.
Certain
Oh, okay,
things were not allowed to be out. But here's the thing. They were speaking on, and I've noticed this, what the Democrats are doing. Okay, it's their plan. They're building, project homes in suburban areas where people have paid, $800,000 for their home,
right?
$600,000,
right?
Nice homes, and they're building the projects next to it. So basically, they're like, what are those houses called? Affordable houses.
Yeah.
That's what they're building next to it.
Exactly.
And, people that live out there, they're like, wait, we don't want this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and listen, I totally get it because if that happened in my area and they're just, I paid $600 or, $800,000 for my home.
Almost $1 million?
Please do not build that type of property next to mine. Because what happens is the property value goes down.
Right.
Okay? And that's wrong because when you're ready to sell, you're barely going to get anything because who wants to live next to the projects?
And if I wanted to live there, I would not have paid $1 million for the house. I would not have worked to get that.
Right.
I would have moved in the other area.
And here's the thing. It's not about being, we just don't want them people there. Here's the thing.
No.
What the commissioner was saying was, instead of bringing these people up to a level where they will be able to actually afford these homes,
yes,
they just building them and giving it to them.
Correct.
You know, and they're still, you know, poor.
Right.
You know, can
Yes.
barely do anything for themselves.
Yes.
You know, help these people. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It is the system is there. That welfare system is there to keep them where they are.
Not to help the way it was designed.
Build people up to be able to afford certain things.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly. Lift the level up.
Yes.
Not trying to hold people down. And as soon as they
Because what you're doing is, right, go ahead.
No, but because then it's like, oh, you make $1 or $2 too much, so you either have to work less or get another job in order to take care of your family. Everyone is out here busting their butts, but they want to keep you, well, again, modern day slavery.
And here's the other part, you know, when people in these houses, a lot of times they don't keep their properties up.
If they're giving it, or if it's like $50 a month or something like that.
If they're paying like $50, $60, whatever.
They won't have a mortgage.
They are not.
It won't be their house.
They don't. What he's saying is, first of all, in those areas, they're nice areas, okay? We already know how much they cost. They're not going to keep their property up because one is not theirs. They don't give a heck.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And he's saying, listen, their mindset is not even there to even... You understand?
But
like,
no, exactly.
It's going to look a mess, and now you living next to trash all out on your property, next to your property, whatever, you know?
Exactly. And because there is a big difference between when you own something and when you don't.
Right.
When you own something or are paying on something, you
take better care of it.
Because it's yours.
Right. Exactly.
Or you're getting it to that. So it's like, yo, no, I sweep. Mine is clean. I want your lawn mowed because mine is. But if it's not mine, and a lot of people, even renters in an apartment, they be like, "Oh, well, it's not mine."
It's not everybody, but majority. You know what I'm saying?
The mentality.
There you go.
But if people were to own properties anywhere, you know, then they would be more vested. It'd be more tax dollars going in, and maybe those who don't do work, you don't have to tax them as much. For them having too many public housing developments is the reason why the city of Chester is bankrupt today.
Wow.
Because they have more people, they have more of those than they have actual homeowners. So who are paying the taxes? The city, the government's not going to charge themselves taxes in public housing.
We are.
But that's why Chester is bankrupt right now.
Oh gosh, well,
they're bankrupt, and I think that the debate that's coming up, the 10th. So and this is me, but I think that, you know what, everything happens for a reason because it happened overnight.
Right.
That the gentleman, the attorney, Smith is his last name.
Okay.
Who, because what happened with Trump, what happened before he was president, and they had him on trial forever. Everyone knows that. Then the Supreme Court threw it out and said certain things. You know what? With all presidents, including Biden and everyone, there's a certain amount of immunity with the president that they get. But there was one little teeny tiny piece that wasn't covered under that. So now there's an indictment that has been filed yet again for Donald J. Trump.
Wow, tell us about that. I mean, so what is going on? News broke about
last
that
night,
yesterday.
Because to me, it's a distraction. That's what they're doing. Deflect. No, all eyes on him. You know, all eyes on him.
Right.
Deflect. The debate is coming up.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh, well, you're the felon, you're the whatever, you're in court. And you know what? Anyone out there...
First of all, being convicted of something does
But he hasn't been convicted of anything.
It doesn't mean that you're guilty. It's a lot of people sitting in prison that's been convicted.
Yeah, like a man who just, they pardoned him after or something, 91 years, he's dead and gone, but oh no, he didn't do it. He didn't kill, black guy didn't kill the white woman. But anyone out there who have ever been to court, know anyone to court, just go sit in a courtroom. All right? It doesn't mean you did anything. Right. It's the injustice system. It's not the justice system. So they are wasting yet again our tax dollars on a frivolous, just something else to try and slow him down. This is just how stupid they are. Listen. Because the more they do, the more you make people like them.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's your one piece of free advice out there.
Oh my gosh. Well,
but there's another indictment right before the debate. What are you gonna do? Arrest them and then
I
say?
mean, don't you see how they're just
It's wrong. Yeah.
timeline?
Yeah.
You know?
Debate. I gotta talk against him.
Oh my gosh.
So she might. So what are they gonna do? Try and arrest him and say, well, now I can't do the debate because he's not here, and her laugh and whatever she does,
Oh
and
my
her,
God.
I can't with her. I can't listen to her commercials. I really can't because they're a lie. They are a lie. Everything that she says in her commercials about the border, about education, about people working, look it up for yourself.
Right.
I agree with the commercial, but that's not anything that she did. People shouldn't have to work this hard and be this broke.
Yeah. Now, speaking of which, and first of all, back to those people that was saying, well, it's not their fault. It's nothing they could do. The inflation has nothing to do. They can't help it. They can't control it. First of all, well, if that's the case, why the hell is she putting this policy out there talking about she's going to ban price gouging? If they could not control inflation or do anything about it, why is she proposing that policy then? I mean, really think about it.
Then why would
come on now? They can.
But anyone who defends a president of the United States, this is the most powerful person in the free world that you are choosing for a job, electing for a job. And people say, "Oh no, the president can't." Yes, they can. They have executive orders that they can just sign. They sign it. It is so. If Congress and all come up with a bill and they say no, they veto it, and it's not. So don't say what a president can and cannot do. This is the most powerful person in the free world.
Yes. I mean,
go back to Schoolhouse Rock.
Right, you don't understand that? You're like, they don't understand that, obviously. But listen, I don't get it. I don't even know what to say.
Were you all stoned in school? Come on, people.
They had to be.
But, I mean, pothead stone. I could deal with pothead stone. Pothead stone.
Oh,
not acid stone like Kamala. It's like don't drink the Kool-Aid.
We know better.
It's just don't believe the hype.
Right.
Don't believe the hype.
But they'll say anything to make them look good. Biden and them. They'll
clickbait.
Say anything. Just like when Biden dropped out the race, everybody was like, "Oh, see, he loves the country. He loves the country. That's why he gave it up." And then he did that interview a few weeks later talking about how he was forced out. See? He was forced out. He ain't just give it up.
And if he really loved the country, he would never have set himself up to run for a second term. What he did, he screwed over the United States on a macro level because everyone, every other country who already they're here and they're coming for us more so, he proved just how weak we are.
There you go.
Ready or not, here they are.
Well, anywho, let's move on to wrestler Hulk Hogan. Okay. Now, people were talking about him because he made a joke about body slamming Kamala Harris.
Shaming? Slamming?
No.
Body
slamming.
Like pick up and boom?
Yeah. Well, listen, he's a wrestler, all right?
Yes.
Clearly, the man was joking. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. You guys, and this is what he said. He said, "Do you want me to drop the leg on Kamala?" He shouts, referring to one of his iconic wrestling moves.
Right.
Okay, listen. So clearly it was a joke. But here's the thing. People got so upset, like, what? How dare you threaten the vice president of the United States and all that and blah, blah, blah. Does that sound like a threat or a joke?
Well, it didn't sound like a threat to me.
But here's the thing.
I don't know the wrestler terminology, so I wouldn't have known what that was.
But this is where I'm going with it. That's where I'm about to go with it. When they tried to assassinate him, weren't people online talking about, why'd you miss?
Fake.
No. Why did you miss? Next time, don't miss.
There you go.
First of all, y'all the ones, and because they were saying how Hulk Hogan should be contained by the feds. for
Why?
saying that, for threatening the VP.
Freedom of speech.
First of all, y'all
yeah.
out there should be contained by the feds
Yes.
for saying don't miss next time on a former president. What do you mean?
Correct.
They say, my point is, they say all types of wild, crazy things.
Right.
But as soon as
But
somebody
it's okay. And it's okay. It's
offends
okay.
their VP or whoever they're voting for, then it's a problem and the feds need to get involved.
Their person that
Come
what?
on now.
They're back to what? Let's make history.
So
she's a
what?
woman. She's
and they
dead.
keep talking about how Kamala's getting disrespected. So what?
Because have you
actually
listened to the woman
so
or
what?
had a conversation
My
with her?
point is, so what? Y'all disrespect Trump all the time.
They called him 45 the entire
he was
term.
still a president.
They called him 45 the entire
Come
term.
on.
I called out
why,
everybody in the church.
Why can't she take
respect the person?
A verbal insult? Because if you can, then you don't need to be vice president.
If you can't, then you can't stand up to Putin,
and you damn
China,
sure
North Korea,
don't need to be president.
or anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah, go sit down and have a conversation with Putin.
You not ready.
Oh, he hurt my feelings.
You're not ready for that. Exactly.
She wouldn't be ready for me.
Okay.
Talk, conversation.
Right.
She wouldn't keep up.
No, because if that hurts her feelings, then honey, you just not sorry. That's why I say, listen. It is what it is. Oh, don't be disrespecting the black women.
The black women or woman?
On.
But see,
No.
Like, you know what? Everyone, look, crazy comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, political parties, etc. I'm an equal opportunity. I like you or don't like you. I do that according to the person. Has nothing to do, and I know that not everyone's like that. That has nothing to do with what color you are, what political affiliation. But since I'm a Republican, then no, I've been called more names from people who don't want to be labeled. Really? But I didn't call you anything but your name.
Right.
Whatever it was. I said hi and we talked.
Right.
And I'm just like this. Just stay away from my grandkids. We cool.
But that's what I want to know.
Stay away.
Because I got questions for those that live in
glass houses?
No.
Okay.
No. People that live like, you know, what they call I guess you could say the hood or what have you.
Okay.
My whole thing is if you live in a crime infested area, your schools are
failing.
Yeah.
Subpar.
Your schools are just not up to par.
Right.
There's limited resources.
Yes.
Why do you continue to vote for the same party over and over?
Those who have the money to help you, but they choose not to.
What is the reasoning? Is it loyalty? But what are you loyal to? Because they are not loyal to you. Okay. You know what they're doing? They're gentrifying your areas for people that don't look like you. Okay, that's what I want to say to the black people.
But the political people, it's worse. It's like eminent domain.
They don't give a
They're
heck
kicking you out.
About you.
Only the government can go in and kick you out.
The Democratic Party wants you to stay poor.
Yes.
They don't want you to have anything. They don't want your kids to go to whatever school
that they sent their children to.
They don't. They want to keep you and your kids right there where you are.
Where they know where you are.
That's the Democratic way. I just want to
let
you know.
Poor, impoverished.
Yep.
And saying, yes, ma'am, so when my check coming in?
Pretty much. So, but anywho.
It's sad. It's like, come on, guys. Make it make sense.
Yes.
I don't care. Like me, hate me. Don't care. The person running for office, like them, dislike them, because hate's a very strong word.
Right.
Look at the facts. Look at what is. Even if you go to your front door, open the door. What is going on? Can you sit on your porch? Who's driving by? Is it like duck cover? And again, I'll go back to the city of Chester. You're bankrupt. And they still keep voting for the same ones.
Yeah, I don't get it. Well, you know what? A lot of them are stuck because here's the thing.
Exactly. A lot of people are stuck.
There are some, and those who are dependent on the welfare system, the thing is, those people are in fear that they may lose their benefits. And I get it. Listen, I get it. But listen.
But a lot of people already lost them.
Oh.
When the illegals start coming in, a lot of Americans, 25 million Americans have lost their Medicaid health insurance. That's the welfare insurance. 25 million.
But you know what?
Children's Hospital they don't even take it anymore.
Wow. But I'm just saying a lot of those people, because I keep hearing that, Trump wants to take away, welfare benefits and all. First of all, the Republican Party never been in favor of that, and for many, 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 many years. But as you can see, it's still around, right? Okay.
To help, not be a second or third generation still living in the same house.
Never was in favor of that,
and you don't want any more out of life.
Okay, yeah.
You can't even be a bum. Well, then Trump did change that. Because with medical, remember, he would be fine if we didn't have health insurance? When Obama, affordable health care.
Yeah, that was Obama thing.
Right. And you would fine if you didn't have health insurance.
Right, yeah.
But what I was about to say, I was like, it's not America. I couldn't even be a bum if I wanted.
Oh, right.
I would still have to pay a fine if I didn't have health insurance. And then the affordable health care, we'll talk about that. It's not affordable.
Oh, we know that.
It's not affordable at all. Mm-hmm. It's like die. Can you die faster? We need to wean out the population.
Gosh.
It is. It's die insurance.
Oh, my God.
Death insurance. That's not funny, but it is.
Yeah. Well, here's the other part. I've been listening to people, and I want two things first off, because I feel like the polling numbers are incorrect. I really do. Listen, what I'm hearing in real life versus TV is totally different. Trump is in the lead, okay?
Did anyone ask you? Did they poll you? Anyone call you and ask you any questions about a poll?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Someone knocked on my door.
Oh, knocked on your door.
Mm-hmm.
But even
they just asked me who I was voting for.
A lot of the different polling ones, they'll have people on the phone and they call. I've received some in the past, but this whole recent time with Kamala and so forth, no one called me. I don't know how many people called you. Did they ask your opinion?
But my whole thing is, and I talk to a lot of people from day to day regarding politics. Right. And I just want to say that them numbers on there are just wrong. But anywho,
they are.
And moving on, now this is ridiculous. I want to talk about something ridiculous I heard
what?
Last week.
What?
This woman said she's voting. Somebody asked her. I was reading a comment. I was being nosy, but anyway, I was reading a comment. Somebody said, "Why are you voting for Kamala Harris?" And she said, "Because I believe liberals should be able to get married." Well,
okay, guys.
I meant not liberals, gays.
Oh, okay.
Gay people and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I just thought that was the most dumbest, stupid
reason
reply
to hire someone to be the most powerful person.
As if there aren't more things in this country that need to be dealt with. You're worried about people, gay people being able to get married. That makes no sense to me.
You're right.
I mean,
and those of you out there that are black,
they don't have a good reason to vote for her. They just don't. You know what their main reasons are? Okay, for people that's gay to get married, and 2, because she black. That's it. That's
or gay or black and a woman.
That's their only reason.
That's not good enough for me.
They cannot go down a list and tell you some good things as to why this woman needs to be president.
No,
I haven't heard one yet.
Imagine her in a room with Putin. Having a conversation.
Listen, he probably wouldn't even sit down with her. But look.
No, they want her in. Anyone that our enemies want in? Yeah.
Weak. Yep, they want the weak one.
You should be very afraid.
Yeah.
But no, and then there's another war that broke out. Israel is fighting someone else now.
Oh my God, I can't keep up.
There's another one.
The
bombs went over the weekend
on America.
But I say this because our people are in these places. Our money, our resources money is going to these places.
Wow.
All over the world, including Africa. There's a conflict.
Oh my God.
Our reserves are there.
I don't get it.
So this invasion, because we've been invaded, everyone, just telling you.
My whole thing is who is running our country right now? Because Biden been real quiet. He's still the president. What's going on?
No, but he's a lame duck now.
Who's running the country?
He's a lame duck right now.
Nobody.
He is, but he's a lame duck.
Nobody. Kamala running around throwing rap concerts and stuff.
No,
Joe Biden, he done quit. I mean,
They threw us under the bus, man.
This
They
is
said,
crazy.
They said, come get them. Here
I'm
you go.
done.
Open the door. And anyone, again, in school, microeconomics, macro, micro, yes, he screwed us by doing that 4 months before an election.
Yeah.
The rest of the world was like, yes.
Yep. Well, look, was there anything
Yes.
else that we need to cover today? Because I felt like,
I guess no. I think that's it. And I mean, the censoring the news media outlets. I think you know what.
That's what they do.
In my lifetime, this is the first time that I've ever seen anything like that. Journalists used to be journalists and report the news.
Just report the news. Yeah,
They would not compromise.
They're very one-sided now.
Now everybody,
okay,
everyone is willing to
know,
sell. How much of yourself are you willing to sell?
Yeah, but you know what? They are the puppets of the corporations that they work for, so they have no choice.
He who controls the media,
they're owned, basically.
Control the minds of people and what they see and what they hear.
Right, and the TV is just a program to program you.
Yes.
But anyway, guys.
I don't know, girl. And there were so many other things, but this is like the past 24 hours. The indictment, all of it. And it's like, and you know what? Just think, twerking, that's not my thing. And that doesn't appeal to me. For someone who was bringing integrity back to the White House.
Right. I just don't want to see another rap concert from Kamala Harris. Okay.
Integrity.
Period. I need her to get serious.
Integrity.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching.
To the ATL. Hey,
until next time, have a great week.
Bye.